Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Free Agent Podcast. My name is Meg Schmitz. This podcast is a vehicle for me to talk to actual franchise owners, people I've worked with, to help them get into business. The conversation here is all about free agency and taking control over your financial future. The mission of my show is to share inspiring conversations with real people who took the leap into self-employment, business ownership, franchising, and freedom. This week, I'm going to turn the tables on myself, and I'm going to do a little self-interview for you because, as many of you may know, and some of you may not know, I have re-entered the world of franchise ownership with a brand called Image Studios. It is a salon suite concept out of Salt Lake. And I have known about this concept for a number of years. I've interviewed the founder and CEO of the company a few times. I've talked to some of the other franchise owners about their decision to invest. And it came to my attention earlier this week that maybe it's time for me to share my own decision process, some of the fears and anxiety and opportunities and wins that have come since I signed a franchise agreement about a year and a half ago with Image Studios. This is not my first time in the beauty industry. What prompted me to get back into the beauty industry with this investment is that I love creative people. My inner artist is really lacking in ability to execute. So I have long admired the work that beauty industry professionals do. If you think about it, they are in your personal space. They're touching your skin, your hair, massage, they're touching your body. Beauty industry professionals have the most personal contact and communication with their clients of any industry except for, say, doctors and nurses that I can think of. And my degree was in counseling. I graduated from Northwestern University a long time ago. And I didn't go specifically into counseling, but that is a thread that runs through every connection, every conversation that I have with anybody is the emotional intelligence of reading people, getting to know them, and helping them to further their own success by understanding their fears, their weaknesses, the head trash that goes on. So I chose the Image Studios brand because the tie-in to counseling is that anything a beauty professional does, the outcome is going to impact your image, which also impacts your self-esteem and your ego. That ties directly into the counseling component for me. So not only do I love their creativity, you look at all the different types of beauty professions besides barber, cosmetologist, esthetician. We get into nails, lashes, tattoo, injectables, Botox, weight loss, personal training. The list goes on and on. What I intend to do with Image Studios and each of my locations is to create a beauty and wellness mall where the beauty professionals can practice their craft, but their clientele then can walk to other studios within the space and find other services. So it's like one-stop shopping in a health and beauty mall, wellness and beauty mall. In this particular case, my first location has 40 suites. That's 40. So I'm looking for 40 beauty professionals who are going to come into their own space, just like I do with all my free agents. I'm helping them launch their business as successfully as possible with all the tools and resources they need in order to bring their clientele in, raise their prices, find new clients, and build their own very successful independent brand. This is at the heart of what I've been doing for more than 30 years as a business professional and a consultant. I build entrepreneurs. I build successful entrepreneurs. I build profitable entrepreneurs. To me, that's what success is. Nobody gets into business for themselves to lose money. We get into business for ourselves in order to make more money. That profitability piece of it is just one of the success indicators. But that's really my mission in aligning with this particular brand, is how it ties so nicely into who I already am and the skill sets that I naturally possess in helping people realize their dream of business ownership. What prompted me to take the leap at this particular time, I'm 61 years old. I am surrounded by people who are retiring, talking about retiring. I don't have that anywhere on my horizon. So what prompted me to take the leap right now into a new franchise? It's a 10-year agreement. I've got 2 5-year extensions on my lease after that. So that puts me at about 81 years old when I might be stopping. I may slow down before that, but that's really my reason. I don't see retirement on the horizon. I see engagement. I every day get to work with people who are launching a business. It's so exciting for me to be an integral part of their future. So my primary reason for taking the leap right now is that I've got plenty of gas in the tank. I see no reason to slow down. My parents are 92 and 86 years old, and my mother is still an entrepreneur. So it's definitely in my DNA, and I plan to continue to exercise my entrepreneurial spirit for the rest of my life, really. The long and short of getting into business again is something personal to me, is the fear and anxiety that motivate me. It's scary to launch a new business. We're after the pandemic, we're in an election year. We've got questions about the economy, interest rates. Everything that's on your mind is on my mind too. I'm a human. I make decisions with the same sets of facts and influences that impact your ability to make a decision. But I needed to do this right now because it's what keeps me young. It keeps me fresh. It helps me then to help people like you who are making your own decision to enter into business ownership. So it's my ability to continue to foster my own growth, but also keep my finger on the pulse of the reality that you're entering into as well. If you're feeling fear and concern, I got it as well. Lying awake in the middle of the night, awfulizing on things, I do that too. Wake up in the morning, refreshed, renewed, and looking fear square in the eyes. I know what I need to do every day to build a successful business. I have surrounded myself, I preach about this, I've surrounded myself with industry experts, with other professionals who help me to keep my focus, but who also round out my team of development specialists so that the beauty professionals moving in have more than just me to turn to for their professional questions about how to build their business. So in answer to one of my favorite questions is, do I have mentors, and who do I rely on? I know I can't do all this by myself. And so I have hired 2 people in particular who are really instrumental on a day-to-day basis with construction, leasing, digital marketing, branding, financial reviews of pro formas, which are projections, financial reviews of profit and loss statements, so we know where we are with this investment and with our growth. I can't do all of this by myself. So I have looked beyond myself, thought long and hard about what those skill sets are that would be most beneficial. And the universe delivers. I've got amazing people on my team, and that's what's going to propel the success of Image Studios for me. I frequently ask, is there one particular thing that anyone is doing in their business that has been a game changer? The game changer for me is leveraging the other franchise owners within this particular franchise system. Image Studios has some very well-heeled, really experienced real estate investors, people who have decades of experience. I come into this with experience as a franchise owner, entrepreneur, angel investor, and business consultant, but leveraging that support mechanism of other franchise owners is what is helping me to ramp up faster and to get insights that others have experienced and can share with me. So maybe there are some bumps or unexpected curveballs that they had to navigate and can share with me their own best practices on how to avoid the pitfalls or to recognize things before they become really problematic. And that's another thing that I preach to a lot of people is don't let things fester. If you see it and you feel it and you know that it needs to be addressed, don't wait. If you can't figure it out on your own, phone a friend. You've got every day the opportunity to improve your business, and you can do it so much faster by calling in other experts who have gone before you. So that's my answer about one particular thing that I've done to one habit or tool that I put in place every day is that outreach to other people who have experienced grand openings and tenants moving in, beauty professionals, how to keep them happy and thriving as business owners. What else could I answer for you today? I think I'll leave it here. And as you're listening to this, if you have questions for me that you would like me to answer, I am walking your walk. I would love to know what motivates you, inspires you, what keeps you from making a decision, because there are people who are listening to this who are saying, nice, Meg, but I'm not ready yet. You haven't convinced me. What are those elements that are holding you back from making a move, from taking the leap into business ownership? I'm here. I'm in it. We can talk about essential human needs. That's ego, self-esteem, your image. I'm right here for you. So let me know if you've got questions and I would be happy to answer them. Please reach out to me at meg.schmitz.com, or you can call me, text me. You know me, I hold it up every day. Once you're mine, you're always mine. You can always find me here at 847-302-2601. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to send me your questions and comments. Thank you.